Hello and welcome to my review of the Rangemaster Elise 110 Induction Hob Cooker. Couple of good points, looks great, in fact so great my wife loved the blue and chose to design the whole kitchen around it. Afraid that's the end of the good. Bad news is, a couple of things you need to consider. The oven door you can't see through. You actually use that a lot. If something you want to check on, is it browned, is it burnt, has it risen? Every time you open the door there's no inner door, so of course the heat escapes. Other bad news, this one cost us over £3,000. You may say, do you know what, it's an AGA Rangemaster, I'm expecting 20 years of use, so in the big scheme of things I can afford it. Further bad news on that, our one broke 8 months outside warranty. You know, if you do the maths on that, it's costing us over £1,000 a year. You'll say, well, go back to AGA Rangemaster, premium brand, high price tag, they'll take care of it. Sadly, that wasn't our experience. We were told there was no induction specialist in the area. In case you're wondering where we are not at Land's End or John O'Groats. We're in leafy Surrey. Yep, less than 30 miles outside our capital city, London. Our troubles continued, so we went back to John Lewis actually and said, look, we've given you a huge sum of money, we'd expect longevity, can you help us here? And it seems, or it feels to me, that now that House of Fraser's not on their heels, they've kind of sold out the customer and support their supplier, because they were kind of like, oh no, can't do anything, can't help you with a specialist, suggest you try and find one locally. They did when I started to escalate it. So I spoke to some lawyers and got some sage words and went back to them. And they made really positive noises that they'd like to help. Presently, we've got an independent guy who's coming out who says, well, these two bits here to fit will cost £1,200. If it's not that, then it's the whole of the hot plate, which is a couple of grand. I went back to John Lewis and said, look, you made encouraging noises. We've got a bill here of £1,200 to fix it. What exactly does your contribution mean? And they offered some may say not derisory, it's £100 they've said they'll put towards it, which if you ask me, that's gag money. That's not helping us. So, as you can see, the little thing we got on top now, the £100 thing from Argos, is the family cooker. Not looking forward to Christmas if we don't get it fixed by then. And that's the problem. It's not that we can't throw money at it. We can't even find somebody to fix it if we could throw money. So in summary, if you're thinking of buying one of these, do not buy AGA Rangemaster. If you want bad customer service and you've experienced Ryanair, try AGA Rangemaster. They make Ryanair look like saints. I would still use John Lewis partnership, although I've got to be honest, I was in there a few days ago to buy a couple of things, and I was so disgusted with how they handled this. I chose not to, and I went back, and I hate doing it, but I actually bought it on the internet, which never helps the high street. But anyway, if you're buying John Lewis, definitely take the extended warranty. This is not Stella Artois. A high price does not give you longevity, so it's worth taking out their extended warranty, which would have covered us 5 years. But most importantly, what we've learned from this and from the specialists we've tried to engage, do not buy an induction hob. It seems the concept's great, but when they go wrong, you're left high and dry. I would definitely go ceramic. We've never had gas, but I'll go ceramic. What surprised me with modern technology, I was expecting them to flip down a flap, plug in a USB and run a diagnostic, and it seems they can't do that. Those of you also suffering error code 47, I'd love to tell you what it is. It's an enigma. I've listened to other people's YouTube clips and I've looked on the internet. One of the things that I'm flabbergasted with, one lady had said that her pan boiled over and that broke her induction hob. Do you know, these things are meant to be designed fit for purpose. If a pan boiling over can break it, then that again is further reason to say, AGA Rangemaster, I don't know what you've designed it to and how you've tested it, but guys, you need to sharpen your act up. And also, boy oh boy, you need to improve your customer service.